what we're going to be learning today is we're going to be talking about rhythm, and we're going to be talking about beat, and we're going to be talking about the time signatures. So what I'm going to do is we touched on this last week. We talked about the time signatures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just play this little bit of music, and we're going to clap along, and we're going to feel what it is. Okay, so everybody clap along with me. Who can tell me what they might think that's the time signature might be for that? Yes.
4/4.
Excellent. It's in 4/4. All right. So, actually, we don't have it like that. We just go like that. All right. So, what we're going to talk about now is we're just going to talk about what 4/4 is. So, does anybody know what this top number means? In 4/4 time signature? Anybody? Okay, so this is the number of beats per measure. Now, if you can just write this down. So, what if you just write this down in your books as I go? Per measure. Okay, can anyone tell me what the bottom is? Yes, Gemma.
Number of bars. No.
Good try. It's the type of beat. All right. So the top number is the number of beats per measure, and the bottom number is the type of beat. So let's say that we were in 4/4 time, which we were just in with that song. The type of beat that we would be using would be quarter notes, and it sounds like this. Yep, that's exactly right. So the number of beats per bar here is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the type of beat that we're using here is a quarter note. Okay, so write that down in your books, please. Great. So now what we're going to do, oh, whoops. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Going a little bit fast there. I'll just go off the top. All right. So you got all that. That's good. All right. Now, just looking at beat, what we've got here is I'm going to I'm going to draw up a little tree for you. And then I'm going to ask you, if you can just start writing this in your books, please. Okay. Now, how many, whoops, what have I done? Scrap that. Don't write that. I put too many there. That's pretty funny. All right. We all make mistakes. Okay, so... So what we've got here is a whole note. This is called a whole note. Now, does anybody know how many beats that would be worth? Yes.
4.
4, correct. Sorry, I know some of you are also new. So that's great. All right, 4 beats. That's how much that equals. Now, these notes here are half notes. Does anybody know how much one of those notes would equal? 2. 2. That's right. 2 beats. Now write these in your books, please. That's good. Half note. Good. And then back to good old-fashioned these notes that we just had. So who can tell me what they are again? Narelle?
Quarter notes.
Quarter notes, that's exactly right. And they are worth how many beats?
1 beat.
1 beat, correct. Excellent. All right. So these are quarter notes worth 1 beat. So now we can actually bring that down just a little bit more, just to make things more complicated, because I can see that everybody's got a handle on that. So let's just bring this down. and we'll just add in some new little fancy notes that we haven't looked at yet. Now, does anybody know what these ones are?
Quiz.
Yes, and how many, what are they worth?
Half a beat.
They're an eighth of a beat. So they're worth, they're eighth notes, and yes, sorry, they're worth half a beat, that's right. It's half a beat. Right, now, if we were going to, we know that if we're going to clap one of these notes, we're going to hold it on for 4. So let's do that now. Good. Now we're going to clap one of these notes and we're going to hold that on for 2, but we'll do these 2. We'll do both of them. 2, 3, 4. Good. Excellent. Now we'll clap these ones. 2, 3, 4. Great. Now let's get to these ones and let's clap them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Yes, so the way that we talk through these ones is we say 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we could go on. We could go on to 16ths, but we're not going to because that's a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and we're not going to go that far today. So, but we will do this. So what we'll do is everybody been writing these down? Got them all in your books?
Yes.
Fantastic. So I'll just wait because I can see there might be a couple of people who haven't quite got it. So while you're writing, just quickly write as fast as you can. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little bar of mixed notes that we're going to clap through. So if you can just write these in your books too, please. Okay, now when we use eighth notes in a bar, we join them together like this. So join them together. All right. Now, does anybody know how this would be sound rhythm-wise? How it would be clapped? Gemma. Sorry, I know you're keen. Gemma. Yes.
It would be so it's 4 in every bar.
Yeah, that's right. There's 4 beats in every bar. That's exactly right. So the way that it would sound, it would go. Do you want to have a? You want to tell me? Yes. That's an awesome try. Okay, so it would go like this. Because we're going. Because this one's worth 2 beats. So we've got, yeah? So it's going, so the way to think about it is if you hear the beat silently in your head, or you can tap your foot, you can do something like that. Rather than just sort of memorize what we're doing, it's good to actually hear and feel the beat inside. So if you go, this is where all the rhythms happen in music. So let's just all have a go at that. Ready? 2, 3, and. Great. Now let me hear you guys do it. 1, 2, 3, and. Good. Great. Okay, so you got all of this stuff here, didn't you? Great. Fantastic. All right, so what we'll do, I'm just going to do a little bit more just before we finish today, before we go to lunch. So we'll just do a couple more bars of clapping of these different rhythms. All right. So we'll just mix it up a bit, make it a bit more confusing. Now that you've got it, we may as well add a few more in. Now this is going to be a little bit squished. Actually, I'll make that because we don't have any room. A bit large and not really really consistent with the sizing, but that's okay. All right. So we're going 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's quite confusing. It can be, but not really. 1, silent, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, sorry. 2, 3, 4. Great. Now, this one we're going to be holding for 4, so it'll go. Yes. So that's. All right, so let's give that a go. So 2, 3, 4. Yay, awesome. All right, so we'll just do one more. Okay, so we'll mix it up again. And then you can go to lunch. Right. That should do it. So we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Awesome. All right, thanks very much. Off you go to lunch.